The year 2020 has been almost unbearable. It's almost over and we have pulled through. So let's celebrate now that the holidays are here. Let's make some pasteles. Pasteles de Masa a mi estilo. Let's make them, shall we? Welcome to my workshop. So the story goes that the origin of the pastel puertorriqueño goes back to our Taino heritage. Many other countries make something quite like pasteles, like the hallacas in Venezuela or the tamales. They're made out of corn. These ones are made out of plantain, green bananas, yautía, many other things that every family puts in it. Today I'm going to show you my recipe, what I do with it. I use plantains, green bananas, calabaza or squash, and yautía or white taro. Let's get started. During the holidays, pork is king. We make pernil, we make lechon asado, we make pasteles with pork. This time, I'm gonna make them with chicken. It's a fantastic recipe, and if you wanna take a little break from pork, this is the one to do. So I'm gonna start with the chicken thighs, debone, and skin off. Why? Because they're tender, they're very juicy, and they have lots of flavor. That's what we want. So I'm gonna start by cutting chicken thighs into small pieces, probably around ½ inch cubes, or however you want to cut them. If you want a little bigger, if you want strips, it's up to you. Once I cut all my chicken, seasoned with, in my case, my own adobo, which has garlic, onions, salt, pepper, turmeric, and little cumin. Once I season everything, I'm gonna just go ahead and brown the chicken. I've done in many occasions, and I've done it throughout all my videos. We're gonna brown the chicken, because what is browning? Browning is flavor. Once the chicken is brown, I'm gonna add aromatics, pepper, onions, sofrito, a little bit of salt, and so forth. Remember, the chicken is really well seasoned already. And the tomato sauce and our chicken broth. I'm just gonna let it go for about 40 minutes. It should be cooked perfectly with the right amount of flavor and a little bit of broth that we're gonna use for our masa. So while the chicken is cooking, let's start working with our masa. So the first thing that I do when I'm making my masa is to cut everything into little pieces. Yautía, I cut it probably about 1½ inch thick. The bananas, I cut them about ½ inch. Same with the plantain. The calabaza, I just cut it into pieces. I have a machine that is like a food processor on steroids. Later on, I can show you all the things that I can make in the machine, but this is where I make my masa. I just add my ingredients in there, turn it on, and in about 10 seconds, this is what comes out. Then I just continue doing the different verduras and then mix them all up at the end in a bowl. Now that I have them in the bowl, I make sure that everything is well incorporated. I add my seasonings, salt, garlic, paprika, turmeric, broth, evaporated milk. You can substitute that for coconut milk if you want, or coconut cream with no sugar. Anything else you want to add in there, the adobo. Then I add my final step is my oil, annatto oil. I keep stirring and mixing until everything is well incorporated and the color is what I want. If the color is not right, then add more paprika, turmeric, whatever you want to do. If you like using sazon, go ahead and use sazon and get the color that you like. You don't want an artificial red color. You want kind of like a yellowish color. Now you can try it like that, or you can just put a little bit in a frying pan and try it for salt, that they're balanced. If it needs a little bit more salt, go ahead and adjust it. But we want a smooth, almost like wallpaper paste, that kind of consistency. We don't want anything too dry. If it's too thick, the pastel will be hard. Too runny, then the pastel is not going to hold the filling well. To fill the pasteles, we've done this a couple of times. Go ahead, annatto oil, aceite de achiote, brush it on the plantain, banana leaf. Remember, before we do this, while everything is working, we have to grab the banana leaves and pass them through some fire. And the reason we do this is to release the oil. Banana leaf, like you can see in the video, it turns shiny and it's pliable, so it doesn't break. If you try to do it, the banana leaf is gonna break. It's gonna split apart. Now you can do it with fire or heat like this, or you can boil them and then dry them out. Anyway, we put a little bit of annatto oil in it. Add whatever amount you want. This ones I'm making, they're pretty big. Then add your chicken right in the middle. Add your olives, garbanzos or chickpeas, roasted peppers. This is a perfect timing. If you like prunes, you can add the prunes right here. And go ahead and wrap it. Wrapping pasteles is overrated. It's not that difficult. The masa is very soft, so the masa is gonna cover the chicken and it's gonna form itself into a shape. Then just fold it. Couple options to fold it. Put two together, make a yunta, and then this is the way I like to tie them up. I like to put a twine upside down U shape, put the two ends through the loop, go all the way up to the pastel, go left and right to the corners, underneath, one loop, come back up, tie it properly there. The pasteles are ready. You can freeze them. I've seen pasteles frozen for many months. I would not do it that long, but a couple weeks or a month is perfectly fine. A couple months, that'll work too. I usually make my pasteles and I eat them immediately. So in this case, they're pretty big. So I'm gonna put them in boiling salted water for about 55 minutes to an hour. Once they come out, gorgeous, the color is perfect, and the chicken is fantastic. This is definitely the holidays. This is definitely the happy times, especially with this crazy year that we have gone through. Try this. Don't be shy. Go ahead and try it. There's nothing wrong. If it comes out bad, well, you get to fix it. There's something about pasteles, especially when you make them, that warms your heart. So there it is. We just made pasteles. I hope you really try this, like I said before. And please tag me, send me a picture. It's been great giving you this recipe again. I hope you follow me on this page on Facebook and you tell your friends, share it with everybody. And you can follow me on YouTube as well, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I hope you guys have a great holidays. Santa gives you a lot of presents and all your family is healthy. And I hope that next year, 2021, will bring us a lot of love and a lot of new things. Remember too that the recipe with all the ingredients under the bio. Happy holidays. We'll see you next time. Stay healthy. Ciao.